Hey everybody, I'm back with another pod review. This is a very special one. This is the Buck, or the Bhut Orange Copenhagen. This pod was sent to me by Tony Sherwood, Pepper T. Sherwood on YouTube, also of he has a very large Facebook group dedicated to chilies, chili heads, all things spicy. I would recommend that you join. I'm going to post a link to the group in the description. And he sells fresh super hots for a very long period of time out of the year. It's down in Florida, so he can continue to grow pretty much up through December. So I'm very fortunate to get these pods this late in the year. Now, the Bhut Orange Copenhagen was discovered in 2009. I'm getting this information, of course, from Jim Duffy's Refining Fire Chilies site. I definitely recommend that you go to superhotchilies.com, get some seeds from that man. Good fella, good business, and a wealth of information on these pods. A grower named Soren Fries Larsen discovered that there were orange colored peppers on his plant, and he grew it out for successive years. And his friend Bjarn Holjund, I'm probably not pronouncing that properly, then introduced it to other growers. And yeah, they're shorter than a usual Bhut. They don't have that elongated shape. It's closer to, say, almost a habanero type shape. It's shorter, stockier. This one, as you can see, has grown a tail. It's a very cool looking pod. So I really love the Bhut Jolokia. It's one of my favorites. I think it's got a great flavor. Um, you get them super fresh like this too. Incredible texture. Um, so I'm really excited to try this. People have been saying it's got a great flavor. So I'm gonna cut this bad boy open. We're gonna take a look inside of it. See if I can get right through that tail. Alright, clean blade, a little bit oily there. Smells like Bhut. Definitely smells like Bhut. It's an unmistakable aroma. Okay, and this fella, if you can see there, fairly a decent sized placenta, and you can see inside of here some of it is drenched with oil like that. So you have a clear white placenta there, and this definitely oily in here. Decent amount of seeds in this one too. It's thin walled. The placenta does not line the wall like in some of the scarier super hots. In this side of it, it's definitely plentiful. There's definitely little pockets of oil in it. Let's get a smell test. Yeah. That unmistakable Bhut aroma. Very strong smelling. I'm not going to delay this any further. I'm just going to pop off the stem and let you guys know how this tastes and how bad it wrecks me. All right, here we go. Mm. Mm. Very fruity, citrusy. Immediately hot. Mm. It hasn't got that same smokiness you usually get in a boot nugget. Hints of vanilla. Not really burning in the throat like boot usually does. That's a full-on mouth burn. It's got my lips really bad. That's most certainly a tongue fryer. Strong roof of the mouth burn too. It's building up. Starting to build in the upper throat, like back towards the sinus cavity. It's a hot little mama. Definitely super hot. I'd say it's a little mellower than most boots I've had. And keep in mind these are also late season pods, so they could be a bit milder. Um, but I'd say heat level, at least as far as I'm experiencing it right now, it's somewhere between like a red and yellow boot. But it doesn't burn quite the same. Like I'm not really getting usually. I'm not getting well now a little bit of it, but again not as much of a throat ripper as boot tends to be. I am getting a little bit of a pretty strong warmth, like right in here, right in the center of my chest. Characteristic that I always get from a boot. Um, it's definitely making me sweat a bit, giving me a runny nose. Um, Not unpleasant though. flavor is really good. Still taste it. Strong fruit. Really strong fruit. Make me salivate a whole lot. It's peaked. It's not getting any hotter. It's really just kind of staying at this level. Another different characteristic it had from a lot of boots that I've had is that just kind of it was immediately hot, and didn't really do a crazy build. Like it climbed a little bit, and it was steady, and it just kind of lingers there. But yeah, it's definitely peaked. It's starting to go away a little bit. But yeah, where the burn's really concentrated is the tip of the tongue and the roof of the mouth all the way back, and the lips. I don't really get the sides of the mouth too bad. It's really not a bad throat burn. Typical like warming feeling in the chest. That I think is very characteristic of Bhut. That flavor is outstanding. Very fruity, extremely citrusy. Like it kind of tastes like an orange, and it's very pleasant. Um, you know, it immediately punches you in the face with a little bit of heat, but it's not violent. It's overall pretty smooth. It's not a slow burner or a slow builder like what I've experienced with the red boot or yellow boot Jolokias. Um, it's more just right there, right on you, right away. Climbs a little bit, levels out, and then starts to dissipate. It's starting to go away right now. Um, but really lingering more on the tip of the tongue and the lips, um, and the roof of the mouth, more towards the front of the roof of the mouth, like right there. But yeah, I think it's got excellent flavor. It's not as vicious as some of the other super hots, but it definitely makes its presence known. Um, you wouldn't want to eat this if if you think a habanero is a rough ride. It's markedly hotter than a habanero. Um, it's playing with my gut a little bit right now. Um, but yeah, I like these a lot. That's good. Very good. Flavor, I'm going to give that an 8. Again, very strong, fruity, citrusy flavor. Doesn't really have that smokiness that one would normally associate with a Bhut variety, but or a Naga. just very overall, just very clean, fruity, citrusy, smooth flavor. Nice, like a little bit of tanginess to it that lingers long after, long after you've eaten it. Heat, I'm gonna give that a 7. It's definitely in super hot range, but it's not intolerable. It's not. It's not brutal. It's it's definitely hot. Definitely not something a non-chili head should eat like that. But it's not insurmountable. It's not going to have anybody running for the panic button. Um, it's not going to make you nauseous. It's not going to make you vomit. Um, Overall, burn's actually pretty smooth, and now it's almost completely gone away. Where I'm getting it really now is right in my stomach, um, and that's more my own fault because I really haven't eaten a super hot in a long time. So my stomach's not liking that much capsaicin in it right now. Um, and I ate a full meal, but that was several hours ago. But I I think it's great. And if you want these, you can contact Tony Sherwood. I will put a link in the description so you can find him. Thank you again, Tony, for sending that to me. And if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Share it with your friends. And I will see you in the next review. Thank you.